Hello and welcome to Clarke Farms. We're back with a rainy episode of the Clarke Farms map by MRG Mapping, and we just topped off our fuel in this case 7140. We had run just about out last episode. We were baling all of the grass in the back pasture there, and so we're about to head out there and see what we've got from a bale count perspective. But before we do that, I wanted to get this equipment set up, and I just realized that I have this set up wrong. So we're leased these two Anderson pieces of equipment, and we're going to be wrapping our bales. And the way this bale extractor works is we're going to put the bales in this back part, and they're going to get wrapped and then roll off this roller. And this bale extractor should, in theory, continue to roll away from the stack of bales as they start to build off. And we'll have one giant row of bales here that we can open up. And apparently I can drive right through this Farm King. Oh no, this Farm King is an actual auger that we are now hung up on. Oh, this is a disaster. So we're going to go ahead and park this the other way here. And this is going to allow us to start filling it with bales here momentarily. And so we're just going to drop that right there and pull this tractor a little bit out of the way. We're going to need it here in a little bit, but right now we're just going to leave it up here in front of the fuel tank and hop back in our 7140 and head on out here and get a load of bales and figure out how we're going to get them into the bale wrapper once we've got the bales back up to the yard. So in the last episode, I asked people to guess how many bales we have out in this field, and we actually had a user who guessed the appropriate amount of bales. And so I'm going to pull up our farm stats window here just to make sure that I don't miss any bales while I'm out there counting. And you can see here on the statistics tab that I have created 73 bales in total. And so we've got a specific viewer who has guessed 73 bales in the comments, the legend Griffo. And so if you are a member of the Discord server, please hit me up in Discord or in your YouTube comment, and we'll figure out how to get you a special role on the Discord server as well. And then I'm going to give an honorable mention to Farmer Boy, who went out of his way to put every guess between 1 and 200 in the comments. So with that, let's go ahead and try out this bale loader and see if we can pick up a few bales here. This bale loader holds, I believe, 24 bales, and so this is going to take one bale beyond 3 trips, if my math is right, which is always somewhat frustrating. Alas, that is how it goes sometimes. This bale loader is actually quite speedy, though. We've got a few bales that are pretty close here, but by and large, this is working a lot better than me trying to spear every single one of them. If I'd done a manual trailer, this job would have taken me weeks to do, and so we're quite happy to lease this bale trailer here and do it this way, at least for this time. If we start doing a lot of grass work, this might be some equipment that's worth purchasing at some point here, because this makes life quite a bit easier. Now there is a bale down there. I don't think I'm gonna try and take the bale loader all the way down into the irrigation ditch. That seems like a bad idea to me. So we'll have to come back out here and get the that one bale with the New Holland and the front loader, I think, which is okay. And so we're just going to pick up some of these bales on the way back up to the other end. And we should be pretty close to a load to take back up and try out this silage bale wrapper. So we've got our first load of bales here. We're just hauling this up to the yard. This bale trailer is actually kind of hefty when it's full of bales. I mean, this tractor's got some horsepower and it's struggling a little bit up that hill. I mean, that hill's pretty steep too, but I was not expecting that necessarily. So we're going to go ahead and put this here somewhere. I'm trying to think about where I want to put this exactly. I think what I'm going to do is back up into here and to just dump my trailer in the grass right along this fence line. Not too far so that they go into that rubble. Y to unload bales. In fact, I think I want to pull up a little bit. I think they're just going to slide off the back here. I think it's Y again to let them go. There we go. So with these bales dropped off there, I think what I'm going to do is just move this back out of the way, and then I really want to hop into this, what do you call it, the front loader tractor here, the New Holland, and put some of these into this bale wrapper. So let's see if I need to do anything here. I need to unfold the bale wrapper, and then it doesn't look like I have to turn it on or anything. It's unfolded, so it should just work, I think. I don't know. Well, let's find out. Jump into here, and I'm just gonna start taking bales right off the end here. In hindsight, I didn't think about the fact that I'm putting them in the other end. Let's actually see if I can jump in cab here. I'm going to scoot over slightly. I've got a side panel here that could be getting used. Let's see if I can remember how this works. Ooh, the joystick in the cab actually works. Perfect. So let's adjust my view a little bit. Don't need to be staring at the ceiling so much. And then we're going to come right in here. And I should have installed that mod that tells me what pitch my forks and stuff are at. It's a little bit hard to see still in first person mode, but we'll deal. They were pointed down a little bit too much there. We'll do at least the first bale like this, and the trick here is going to be not hitting our fuel tank. So I want to, I believe, get these in not like this, but straight on. So let's whip around here real quick. Try not to tip the tractor over on this hill. All right, let's try that. And it eats it right up. And that is a wrap. See what I did there? So with that, let me try like one or two more of these a little bit manually. See if we can get better at it. I think we're gonna have to go out of cab though, or else I'm gonna lose my mind. So what I'm curious about is how specific do I need to be in dumping these into this bale wrapper, or can I just toss them in at any old angle and Farming Simulator is going to be forgiving, or do I have to do it right every time, so to speak? That was pretty forgiving, I'll say. Let me grab this one that's already rolling down the hill. We don't need anybody getting away. Try not to pop the tires on the auger there. Now here's what I want to see. If I just dump this one in all sideways and crooked. That's what we're hoping for. So we've got our work cut out for us. Next time I will definitely put these bales on the better side of all of this. Right now, what I want to do is get these ones on the end here out of the way so that when this bale line starts coming off of this wrapper, it doesn't run into them. You can see the Anderson vehicle there is already moving forward. Yes, Kedrick, let's put the bales right next to the fuel tanks where you're going to back into them before this episode's over. This was definitely one of my smarter ideas. And now we're just knocking everything over. So we're back with the final 2 bales here. We've been quite busy here. And every time I dump a bale, I pull this thing a little bit closer to the driveway. So it's not the straightest line you've ever seen. But we got it done. You can see all my tracks driving back and forth on the driveway here. There's some kind of a limit to the number of tire tracks you can have on at once, and so they keep disappearing. But this has been quite a few trips back and forth. 24 trips probably, to be exact. And so I'm not sure how long we want to make these. I'm not sure how I want to do this. I think what we're going to do is end this line here and then start a new one and do like 3 of them right next to each other maybe. So if I jump into this thing, I should have the ability to hit R to finish unloading the bales. And that finishes this off and pushes me right out of there. And now that it's no longer anchored, away they go. Oh, this was a great idea. Put your bale roll on the side of a hill. Well, it's always something. And I'm also stuck. Oh, because I'm probably unfolded. Here, let's... No. I'm stuck on the edge of the hill here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, we'll put that out and just pull it. So, yeah, this was a terrible idea all around. Our bales have rolled into our auger. And, yeah, I'm not a big fan of how this is working. What are we gonna do? I guess what we can do is we can call up the Anderson dealer and see if he'll let us swap the lease out on this thing for a regular bale wrapper, I guess. I think that's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's go make a couple calls. Alright, so I explained to the dealer what was going on and that we were just having some trouble with that one. And so he was kind enough to let me swap out for this other bale wrapper. And so we're just going to pull this off to the side here a little bit and let me have some room to get the New Holland through the gate here. We're just going to go down and wrap these bales up with this one and bring them back up here to the yard with the bale loader there. I think this is going to work out a little bit better for us, just given that we've got to haul them all the way up from the bottom field there, and loading them and reloading them multiple times just seems like a lot of work to me. So I think having them individually wrapped and able to move them around as needed later on is going to be more useful for us. So with that, let's see if I can figure out how to get this thing set up. I don't think I have to turn it on. I think I just have it in position and then we grab a bale. And ideally, it'll start doing its thing here and we'll just keep going. I believe we have successfully wrapped all of the bales in this field with the exception of the one down in this irrigation ditch over here. And so we're going to attempt to go nab that real quick here. I think with this smaller bale wrapper, we might be able to sneak down there without having to disconnect it. We're going to give it a shot here. It doesn't look too steep. A little bit of water getting down here, but I think we're going to be able to just sneak in and out of this, making our lives a little bit easier. And the dealer called while we've been out here baling for a bit and let me know that he was going to be dropping off a new bale loading trailer for us. Something about how we're dropping these bales out of this bale wrapper. The loading trailer that he was leasing us wouldn't be a great fit. And so we're going to have to run back up to the yard here and see what this other trailer is all about. So we've picked up this other trailer here, and it looks like it's got a slightly different style arm for loading up these bales. So we've got this new bale loader hooked up to the tractor here, and it looks like it's just got a different style of arm on it here for picking up bales. It looks like it's designed specifically for picking up these bales that are standing upright like this. So that's going to be super handy. It's a little bit slower, I think, to pick up bales than the other style, though. So that's something to keep an eye on here, but we've only got to do 2 loads, I think, with this. So, whoops, we're driving a little bit crooked here. So we should be able to make short work of this field, get all these bales loaded up and bring them back up to the yard. Now that we've got a fair amount of bales bought, next episode we will start things off with getting some cattle delivered finally. We've been waiting for the price to come down here as we get into summer. And so we're going to start off with at least 30 head of cattle, I think, if I can manage to take out a loan big enough to support that. We should definitely have the feed to keep up with them, especially since we're going to get another cut out of this grass before the end of the year. We've got plenty of silage, so these bales will last till the end of the year, or they'll keep through the winter, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so we'll be able to definitely support the cows. Now, we do have to wait for a little bit until these bales will fully ferment. I forget how many days and seasons that is. But these will definitely help us through the winter. In the meantime, once we get the cows, we'll be able to do a quick cut of grass and at least get them feeding on the grass. They should, in theory, eat grass out of the pasture here. With seasons, I've heard a few people say that they're not sure that's working here on Clarke Farms. I haven't done cattle yet, so I'm not sure. So hopefully it's working, and we can just put them in the pen and have them eat grass. If that's not working, we will probably just do a short or a quick pass on some of this grass, maybe some of that taller grass that we've got on the north end of this field here. We could just do a handful of bales with that just to get some feed going for the cows until these silage bales are ready. I think that would probably be how I'd choose to solve that problem. And so we're almost full up on bales here. So I think this is... nope, I thought that was going to fill it up. We've got 6 more bales we can put on here, I think. So with that, we are full up with this bale here. We're going to take this back up to the yard and find a good spot to store these bales. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and actually just put them back on this concrete pad here. They'll be out of the way. And we'll be able to get back out them pretty easily. Let's see if I can do it without putting this arm into the fence, though. That'd probably be a bonus. And unload here. They should just slide right off the back. We're inching forward. Might help it out a little bit here and just drive forward a smidge. Looking good. And then if we pick this trailer back up, I think my arm got stuck on the fence there, so we're gonna have to let this lift itself back up here. And there we go. So with that, I think we're gonna wrap the episode up here. And I'll finish picking up the rest of those bales off camera. And next episode, we will get some cattle delivered. That's all for today. Clarke out.